Hi, I'm Dr. Gaffer, and this is Yu Ming, and you're in the back row. Welcome to another exciting and riveting episode that is In the Back Row Live. I love this thing. Got it for Halloween. I can assume that just because there's a wacky ghost on it. But I don't know, I'm fidgety and it really enjoy it. I'm just going to put it over there.
It makes my ears bleed.
I'm sorry.
See?
Ew, it's gross. We'll get you some ear
mint?
Sure. Some sort of adornment for your head. If we
What?
If we must. You were doing some last minute things, I noticed.
I brought something up.
Oh.
Is that a problem?
No, I guess.
Oh
my god.
I don't need that up anymore.
Oh, okay. I can make it go away.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Is that better?
That's better.
Do you like your picture?
Kyle, hi! It's been a long time.
Kyle's back.
And yes, I like my picture.
Have you been on vacation?
Exciting. Kyle has been busy in the land of Down Under.
I've been busy too.
Doing what?
All sorts of stuff.
Oh, I haven't been very
I've been
busy.
working on a new website and editing things and taking care of driving issues. So lots of stuff.
Driving issues.
Yes.
Fantastic. I've been working.
Well, who wants to start? You want to start?
Sure. I got lots of shit
no.
to go over.
Lots of shit to go over.
Ugh,
Go over your
yes.
shit.
Numeral uno. Miley Cyrus is at it again. Woohoo!
Did she ever stop being at it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, she pretty much is on the headlines every week, I think. Because she's just that out there. And now she's even more out there, if you know what I'm saying. You don't know what I'm saying, because I haven't completed my sentence yet. On Saturday, she posted a picture of herself on Twitter. And it looks a little like this. Where's my full screen thing? Where does it go? How do I do full screen it? Do I hit that button? Whoa, that's too hard. Okay, anyway, there you go. I forget what you do every time. So
I never realized how much she looks like Justin Bieber.
In this picture, she really does.
She's got way better looking eyebrows than Justin Bieber does.
I suppose.
Which is not hard to do. You know, I mean, I know a lot of gay men that are just dying to get at that brow with a pair of tweezers. I mean, it's pretty bad.
I don't think it's just gay men. I think that women are still.
You think women want to pluck him as well?
Probably.
Pluck your eyes like a chicken.
Where was I going with this? Anyway, so
who cares?
That's her picture that she tweeted on Saturday.
I would rather just see the original picture.
Yeah, I don't. You know, she obviously edited it. But she said on her tweet, "Merry Christmas, thank you, New York, for being one of the few states to free the nipple."
Aw.
This started with an image of Miley actually holding a fake nipple over her eye for New York's 2013. Oh my goodness gracious, where did it go? Free the nipple campaign. Golly gee whiz, I don't know why that.
Golly gee willikers!
Holy moly! So here's that original image that she tweeted. As you notice, it's a fake nipple.
It looks like soap.
It probably is actually. So
It looks like she might have some sort of thing going on around her mouth there.
well, like herpes.
Yeah, she might have like the herpes.
Miley Cyrus has got the herpes, people.
Really
she had
weird nails too when you think about it. Look at those things.
Oh, that's true. That last one looks like you're gonna slice your face open.
Yeah.
You're not just
Look at that.
You're not just zooming in for the nail.
Look at that thing. Look at that nail though. Seriously.
I know. It could poke someone's eye out.
Those are frightening.
I could also poke someone's eye out.
Well.
Close enough.
It looks more like an eye, like some sort of weird albino eyeball than a booby. Especially in her weird fucking cat hand.
Sure.
So don't mess with Miley Cyrus. She'll scratch your tits off. There's proof right here.
me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. So she had a bunch of rage on Twitter for posting the picture. It was so, kind of racy and stuff. And she said it's not about getting your tits out, it's about equality. And apparently this was posted after she had twerked in front of a lady dressed as a Christmas tree. And someone dressed as Santa on stage of New York's Z100's Jingle Ball 2013 on Friday. And this is kind of what that looked like.
Should
you
we see
can't
the whole
really
picture?
tell.
There it is.
There we go. See that? Yeah. So she's still twerking it on stage.
Apparently, just for anyone. I mean, you could be like, you could be Beetlejuice or apparently a giant Christmas tree. She's an equal opportunity offender.
Yes.
Are those earrings? Is that what those are?
Yes.
She's got big, fluffy ball earrings.
Yes. It was pretty entertaining.
She loves balls.
The campaign itself actually is kind of neat. It was started by activists. Of course, those kinds of things always are started by activists that were appalled by the American media's glorification of violence and repression of nudity. So it aims to decriminalize the female body and protest the backwards censorship laws of the United States.
Well, I'm all for it. And after all, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a time for giving.
And showing your titties. Like that. Or that.
I see you.
So that's kind of exciting in the realms of Miley Cyrus. So, actually I think she's kind of right on this one.
I hear Amanda Bynes is out now, and she's apparently totally normal. So
Amanda Bynes
no news there. Yeah.
is out.
Yeah, of the rehab.
Oh, I thought you meant like
She's gay now.
Yeah.
She might be. I don't know.
That's what I thought you meant.
I don't actually know her.
I don't know. Let's see. Kyle said a couple things. You might be going to VidCon. That'd be awesome to see you there. You should totally come. It's exciting. And yes, she does have werewolf nails. They're very sharp and pointy and scary, as he pointed out. And let's be honest, Miley is a provocateur. She makes the mainstream audience talk about her, and we have nothing but talking about Miley. That's
broken English. That's what that is.
That's Australian speak for we talk about nothing except for her.
This week's episode of In the Back Row brought to you by Coke. Hey. Not really.
That's mine.
It's actually our 42nd show of this year, as we're getting down to the end of the year. So.
Good Lord.
42.
We haven't missed very many then.
Isn't that the answer to the world, the universe, and everything?
Yes.
Wow. So this show is the answer to it all.
Wait, you said it's the 42nd show?
Yeah.
This one is?
Yeah. Is that right? 42?
You counted them.
No, but I mean in Hitchhiker's Guide. Is it 42?
42. Yes.
42.
That is correct.
So
wow, that's exciting.
This is the answer to all questions. This show right here. This is the show of shows.
So that means we shouldn't do any more for the rest of the year, right?
We're going to invoke the ghost of Sid Caesar. None of you are old enough to get that reference. Moving on.
Alexander M says, "Why you bold, man?" Ryan H says, "Hey." Hi, Ryan. Kyle G says, "You know what I mean." Of course I do. I always know what you mean. Damn it.
I'm bold because I have kitten leukemia.
Did he mean bald?
Maybe.
Oh, because that would make more sense than why are you bold? He's pretty bold, I know.
Plot twist, Jesus is behind the curtain. Now you know what this finger is pointing at this whole time. It's like, Jesus, he's right here.
Right here, man. Swear to God, right here. Right behind this curtain. Careful. You don't want to spark the wrath of Jesus. More overprivileged teenage mishaps. We're talking about Justin Bieber now, because he also makes headlines every week.
I thought we were talking about Friday night.
Oh, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
An ambulance was called to Justin Bieber's house after an underage girl apparently had drunk too much, and she was in a comatose state, so they thought that she might have...
Wait, there were drunk teenage girls at Justin Bieber's house?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Huh.
Yeah, so let's actually take a look at his house for a moment, because wow. For any teenage child to have run of this type of home, just wow. So, you know, he's got pool,
Is that what
sauna there.
Yeah. This is how you can tell that it's a child's house.
Why?
This.
Oh yeah, skate park. Dude, I didn't even notice that.
Right there.
Holy shit.
You got a little skate ramp there, which I'm sure is increasing the property value immensely.
Let's see if we can look at a window. Maybe somebody's undressing. Unless it's Bieber. I don't want to see those tits.
You're just gonna see little Bieber tits in a drunk 16-year-old.
I guess I wouldn't be surprised.
And that's quite the pool. The more amazing fact is it looks like it's a nice day and nobody is using that fucking thing.
Well, that's because I don't know, maybe he was drunk inside the house too. Anyway, the person that called the ambulance actually ended up calling the ambulance again and saying, hey, don't come. She actually...
like they're canceling a pizza.
Yeah, I know. She woke up, she's just gonna go home. She's fine, no big deal. Wow. So she decided...
So moments later, all of a sudden, the drunk 16-year-old girl that needed an ambulance all of a sudden is back on her feet and just okey-doke and on her way home.
Yep. Apparently, Bieber requires guests actually to sign a waiver when they go to his parties.
That might sound weird to some people, but I would totally be for that. I think.
Oh sure,
you know,
absolutely.
I'm actually considering doing that on some of my parties.
Oh well, especially what happened last time.
Oh yeah, some of you have seen pictures.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. So these waivers ban anyone from posting details, photos, or recordings of inside his house on social networking sites or other media. Fair. They are forbidden from talking about his physical health, the philosophical, spiritual, or other views or characteristics of the singer or his guests.
Okay.
Anyone who breaks the ban will be pursued for $5 million in damages. It includes a further $5 million fine if the guest tweets, blogs, or Instagrams.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. This is some waiver.
I don't know, he's got some shit in that house apparently he doesn't want other people to see.
Dude, I'm gonna have people sign some shit like that. Be like, okay, well, you know what? Yeah, actually, you posted that picture on Facebook from my party last week. So you owe me $500 million.
Yeah. And I think Kyle hit it on the head here. They called the ambulance back. Susu's Bieber didn't want to get arrested. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, basically. His neighbors actually prefer that he doesn't have any parties at all. They apparently call the
really
cops.
prefer that he doesn't fucking live in their neighborhood with his goddamn speedy-ass car.
They hate him. They hate him with passion. I mean, they call the cops on him for just about every party that he has, apparently. Yeah. His late-night events.
He's wet as Diety again.
That child is well, he's trouble.
He's not a child. He's a man. He's a big, strong man.
He's a child.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
With a cool skate ramp.
Skate ramp. So Naked Gun is getting a reboot.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pretty exciting, right?
Sure.
They're remaking the movie. I don't find it exciting. I think it's going to be swill.
Who's going to be the star?
Ed Helms.
Ed Helms, who's that?
This is Ed Helms.
This guy.
Right here.
Right here.
He's going to be the new Leslie Nielsen.
Does
it look familiar at all?
No, not really.
Not really?
But I do want to sell him teeth whitener.
That's not that bad.
No.
His teeth are whiter than mine.
And they're whiter than mine too, but I'm not going to be in a Naked Gun reboot. Just take a look at what we're...
Yeah. Kyle's right, he's from The Hangover. Karen, hello, thank you for the love.
Oh, is he the guy who lost a tooth? That makes sense.
I think it's chipped, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think he's got a chipped tooth.
Just a chipped tooth, okay.
Or maybe not, maybe that's just a space. I can't tell.
Maybe it's the final frontier. We don't even know.
So, Leslie Nielsen's probably rolling over in his grave right now. Because I don't know, I just don't think it's time for...
I think it was cremated.
Okay, he's rolling around in his ash pile. His ash pile is floating in the space somewhere.
He's rolling something.
He's rolling something, damn it! So yeah, Thomas Lennon and Ben Garant, which are writers of Night at the Museum and also Reno 911, they're writing the script. There's no supporting cast yet, no sweet details quite yet, no director yet. So
apparently nobody wants to be a part of this thing except for this guy.
Yep. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I might watch it just out of curiosity when it does become a thing, but I don't expect it to be anything good because with a movie so good as Naked Gun, with the person that was in it, Leslie Nielsen, I just don't think you can duplicate that kind of funny.
You know, Leslie Nielsen had an interesting career. He didn't really start out as a comedic actor, but they just, started, sticking him in, comedic roles, and he just had a really, wonderful sense of just this deadpan delivery that he's like, no matter what I say, no matter how serious I try to be, people will find it hilarious now, and it's really kind of annoying.
Yeah. My little sister, actually, she was the queen of that when she was little.
Really?
Oh my God. I would laugh so hard, and she wouldn't even crack a smile, and she'd just keep doing what she was doing, and I'd die. So yeah, she was great at it.
Are you sure she wasn't autistic?
Oh, I'm very sure she wasn't autistic.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. You're sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very sure.
Has she been tested?
No.
We should test her. We're gonna test her.
She's 24.
People go undiagnosed for years.
Or is she 25 now? I think she's 25.
I don't know how old your sister is.
She's 20. I had to think about it. She's 6 years younger than I am.
That would make you 1,000 years old. Aren't you Chinese people?
You don't know how to math.
Yeah, I don't know how to math. I don't have the. I don't have the education. I haven't been doing the education.
Right. Something funny that I found that I have to show you guys. Do you remember that adorable moment of Macaulay Culkin in that movie Home Alone, where he takes a look at Buzz's girlfriend? You know, the picture of Buzz's girlfriend. She goes, and he says, "Buzz, your girlfriend, woof." Well, there's this awesome little GIF maker online now. Mm-hmm. It's called. Wait for it. I don't have it.
Okay.
Wolfmaker.com. WOF maker.com.
Okay.
And this is what it does. There. Let me get the link here.
Okay.
Move your paper. You're supposed to say okay again.
Okay.
Is there a way to make that bigger?
No.
Okay.
You're really prepared. Oh my God.
Isn't that funny? Hang on. Okay. There you go. So this is basically what it does. It takes a picture that you upload to it and makes him make that little wolf face. So send that to your friend's girlfriend for Halloween or something, or post it on her Facebook page. It'd be kind of funny. So there you go. So I thought that was exciting and fun, and I just had to share it with you because Christmas is coming, and I decided that I wanted to give you guys something.
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome. And that's all I had for movie news. Do you have anything?
You said you had like a lot of stuff.
I do, but that was movie news.
Oh, that was just your movie portion? Oh my God. I like arbitrarily clicking on things now. I'm just trying to. What is this even doing here?
I don't pretend to know anything. Thanks, Joaquin.
Joaquin?
We got some bacon. She wants that bacon.
Well, I guess we should probably explain this. We had this as our our image for the start of our show. For those of you who don't know who that gentleman is, it's Mr. Tom Mabe. His YouTube channel is Mabe in America. Just go check that out if you have the time. You might already know who he is because recently he's been a YouTuber for several years, but recently he's been in the news quite a bit. First for having a Halloween video that was entitled "Epic Halloween Prank." I think the title's actually longer. I just didn't write down the whole thing because it seemed like excessive. But it basically was a video of a Grim Reaper kind of like flying around through the air and swooping down on people in like parks and whatnot. And it was actually a big I guess, like what do they call the 8-bladed or the 6-bladed choppers?
Yeah, the helicopter
Hexcopter
deals.
or something like that. Is that right?
Sexcopter.
That
Because there's 6.
Anyway, a copter was with 6 blades was basically pulling this thing around. It was like 150 feet of fishing line that it was being pulled from. So the copter was far enough away so that you couldn't really hear the copter itself. You just saw this this Reaper flying around. So the video was wildly successful, and it got 4,888,000 views last time I checked, which was a few hours ago. So fairly successful video, and I think it's one of the first videos he's had to go over 1 million views. So that was pretty exciting. And then he did a prank just recently that's been getting a lot of recognition on the internet. Philip DeFranco mentioned it on his show, so you know it's big news.
Yes, we know.
But he pulled a prank. The video is called Epic Don't Drink and Drive Prank. So apparently adding the word epic before a prank video is key.
I think putting epic before any type of video is key.
And in the prank video, he basically takes a friend of his who has I think it was up to 5 DUIs, and set up a hospital room, and basically tricked him into thinking that he was in a coma for 10 years.
So the guy got super drunk and passed out.
He passed out, and they had people watching him. So once he was passed out drunk, they went and picked him up and put him in this office building that they had set up to look like a hospital room. And then when he woke up from being drunk, they had informed him that he had been in a drunk driving accident and that he'd been in a coma for the last 10 years. And they even set up this mock news program for his television, for his hospital room, which is actually, it's probably worth watching the video just to see the news segment that they created.
I would say so, yeah.
That's probably where quite a few of the views came from. But anyway, so his last video, the Halloween video, got, like I said, had 4.8 million views. This one is actually nearly 4 times that many views, with 16,365,000, and that, like I said, that's the last time I checked it, which was several hours ago. Surprisingly enough, he only has 459,000 subscribers, which is a lot. But if you're pumping out 4 million view videos every month, then chances are he'll be at 1 million subscribers by this time next year.
He'll get there if he keeps hitting home runs like that.
He does have his channel has 57 million total views, but that's not really the reason that he's on the news, or this show anyway. It seems that he's done the rounds in a lot of different talk shows and news programs. Have covered the video and its significance, both on a comedic level and on a cultural level.
Sure.
But his friend's name, I believe, is Jim Clark. He has a court date, December 27th, which I guess they're going to try to move or postpone for a previous alcohol-related infraction, I would imagine. And there's the show The Doctors, which I believe is an ABC show, I think. Is interested in having him on the show and paying for his rehab stay, but only if he does it in California.
So this poor guy was part of this prank, and now he's
now he could potentially be like one of those accidentally Kardashian famous type people.
Funny.
I can only hope that he can become a larger celebrity than Larry the Cable Guy, because that will help put him more into perspective of fame, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But so
this poor guy, he's probably humiliated.
So this is it's great for, for YouTubers to be able to cross over and have themselves and their work be recognized in mainstream media. But when you figure how mainstream media is, obviously it's a really popular show. They even have their own YouTube channel, which is also quite successful. Mm-hmm. But it's actually a spin-off. The show The Doctors is a spin-off from the Dr. Phil show, if that gives you an idea what kind of show it is.
Oh, boy.
So technically it's a spin-off of a spin-off, because Dr. Phil is technically a spin-off of the Oprah Winfrey show. So she's really the one to blame for all of this evil that's being spread around.
That lady.
But you know what?
A spin-off of a spin-off.
I really just don't like her because I'm so damn jealous. Because I want a magazine where I'm just cocky enough to be on the cover of every fucking one of them.
You could get there.
You go fucking centric do you have to be? It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my own magazine. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna grace the cover of every fucking issue.
Yeah, she's
not even Coco Chanel had balls like that. Jesus Christ. So we could potentially look forward to, granted, of course, if he can move his court date and if the parole board allows him to leave the state that he's in to go to California. So we'll see if that actually ends up working out for him. Now you and I, this is where the picture actually ended up coming from. We met him at last year's VidCon. Yep. And I got a picture of him as well.
It was fun. It was so much fun. Everybody needs to go to VidCon.
Now this is the picture that I originally wanted to take, where we both looked really serious. We're a really serious looking picture. But
you kind of got a half smile going on.
Yeah, and I never I never really know like where the camera is and where I'm looking. But this is the picture we took first. I'm like, no, we have to take this again. This is all wrong.
There was
the second picture that we took.
I'm glad we used another one.
So, yes, I'm not good with photography apparently, so I just avoid it whenever I can.
Well, I didn't care what he did because it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun times. Anyway, he was a really nice gentleman, and I'm glad that he has gotten so much success with his channel.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
exciting
if you want to know what his channel looks like, I put it up here. It looks like that.
Mabe in America.
And it's Mabe in America. I don't know I think the capitalization, I don't know if that's important or not, but that's what it looks like. So go over there and give him a watch and subscribe if you like.
Mm-hmm. He does have some pretty funny shit in there.
He does.
Especially
true
the he was the one that did the he was dressed as as a prisoner, right?
Yes.
Outside of the police.
Outside of the jail.
Outside of the jail.
Standing next to a sign that says, this is a prison highway, do not pick up hitchhikers.
And
he's out there with ankle chains and a prison jumpsuit, like trying to hitch a ride with people.
He's like
and
a cop actually stops by.
Well, don't give it away. Buzzkill, jeez.
Sorry! I was talking about it. Anyway.
You want him to watch it?
Oh, sorry. Right. Go watch it.
When we first ran into Tom Mabe earlier this year, he was with Roman Atwood, I believe. Who, if you guys are around YouTube, you know that he's also a very popular prankster on YouTube. I think he may even have. I think he has more subscribers than Tom Mabe does. And Mabe was just jazzed that we recognized him and not the other guy, because he actually turned around to the people he was with. He's just like, they recognize me and not you. Ha!
Yeah, Roman Abbott. I didn't even know who that was at the time.
Yeah, so he got a kick out of that, as did we. And I did recognize him. I didn't know what their names were, but
I really
wasn't
no
that interested in meeting them, unfortunately.
Let's see, what's going on in chat room? Let's see, Grace G, what's going on? Why is there a brain in a frog? I don't know.
It's actually not a frog. It's a little alien monster that makes noises. Like that. He makes other noises too, but...
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Kyle G says, my friends, have you seen the trailer for Nurse 3D, a new erotic horror film? No! But now I am very curious, and I'll have to take a look at that. Thanks a lot. Aram, thanks for becoming a fan. Woot woot! And Chris R, where can I meet ladies in Bangor, Maine? I am 42 looking for love. It's my birthday.
Yep.
We're not in Maine, so I got no idea.
I know someone else I could ask, but not right now.
Yeah, this isn't a love site or whatever.
Maybe we should have a show like that. If there's a
looking for love.
Yeah, we could help.
In the back
we could help
row.
you out. Because I know some party people in Bangor, Maine. I'm not gonna lie.
They gotta. Bangor. It's the name right there. So you know people are looking for love in Bangor, Maine. So thanks for that.
It's racism.
Why is that racism?
Could be.
Your town is named Bangor. That's funny. It's racism.
Well, you are, making a generalization on people based solely on geography. That's like saying those damn Africans, because they're in Africa. I don't know. Maybe. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that much about interpersonal relations. I don't even know what the hell
Geo-racism.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing on the internet.
Neither do I.
No business being here whatsoever.
Yes, you do. You have to fill in the gaps when I don't have anything to say.
So, like I said, this is episode 42, so this is the episode of In the Back Row that explains life, the universe, and everything.
Sorry. Hang on. I am in a wheelchair. I love good sex.
That's pretty hot. If I,
Well, Chris, if you want to send in a picture and a bio.
Roll yourself on over here. I don't know. I'm into people in wheelchairs. It's hard for them to get away. I'm not gonna lie.
Chris, you better look out. Doc's coming for you.
I'm not into dudes.
Oh.
It could be a girl named Chris.
Oh.
I don't know. Chris can be a girl's name too. We don't know. We try not to judge here. Unless, of course, you're like, Lindsay Lohan, and then, yes, we absolutely will
we judge all over your face.
Or if you are a YouTuber that all of a sudden decides that they want to become a feature filmmaker and then create such a film, then we will also judge you. Which is very similar to what's about to happen right now.
Oh, no!
Yeah, so for those of you who are fans of Ray William Johnson or his girlfriend Anna, she's also a YouTuber, and they have a channel together which is called Runaway Planet, I believe. They might have changed it because they've been, tooling their business structure over the last year. But they've created a, I guess it technically qualifies as a feature film because it's in its entirety, it's like 50 minutes long. But they've made it 5 separate episodes that they released all at once, which I didn't like that concept as a model, because to me it seemed like you'd want to have regular content. It's great to be able to work an entire piece and cut it up into sections and then release them over time. But with the success of the Netflix series, which was House of Cards. Where they released, the entire series at once, and people could just gobble it up over an entire weekend if they chose. And that method of distribution, because of that, and certain other shows that have been released under certain similar circumstances, have been very successful, and the viewing audience really appreciates that. And Kevin Spacey said in a speech recently, to give people, what they want when they want it, and they will watch it. You just have to give them the product. Don't make them wait for it. Just give it to them, and it seems to be working. In the case of Ray William Johnson, has just released his series Riley Rewind, which is, like I said, 5 episodes long, about 10 minutes each, and I was highly skeptical, right out of the gate. When he was first, talking about it, Anna had written the script, and he was going to direct it. And this has been a thing ever since he had left Maker Studios earlier this year. The year's almost out, so it was actually quite a while ago, it seems like. But there's been a lot of hype, from his channel about this thing coming out and all the work that they put into it, and so I was waiting for it to fail. And they released a trailer for it. I watched the trailer, and I wasn't too terribly impressed still. It seemed to have the same problem that a lot of shows like it do, where you have to find people that can act, but at the same time, you also have to find people that look young enough to be in high school, which is what this setting is.
Right.
So it actually took me a little while in watching it to kind of get over the fact that these people aren't in high school.
Do they actually look
They're young. I mean, they don't look like, they're in their 40s or anything like that. But they also don't, at first glance they don't, look like they're necessarily like high school. But there's a lot of shows that that have that, like even like 90210 back in the day. It's just like you had to be fairly glossed over and caught up in the story to be able to accept that these are really high school people.
Yeah.
But once you actually get into it, the story, I think that all kind of like washes away. And there's some other things I'm going to talk about. For right now, I'm just going to show the trailer to kind of give you guys some context about sort of what I'm exactly talking about here.
I'm actually excited to see it.
So it's only 3 minutes long. I'm sure they won't mind if we play it because we're using it as a promotional tool. So hopefully, if you guys don't know about the series, you'll go check it out now because of this.
I probably will now.
Let's see if I can remember how to work all these fancy controls here.
Don't ask me.
Okay, I think. And here we go.
I asked Jimmy and Tail to prom today.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey,
Riley.
Riley, yeah.
We should go to prom together.
No.
You can't blame me for giving it a shot.
Hey, Jimmy.
Or 5.
No.
Go to prom with me!
Girls. I guess I should explain. I have the ability to travel back in time.
You can rewind time, but you can't change the inevitable.
Jay is the only person I've told.
Will you do me the honor of accompanying me to prom?
Don't even think about rewinding. This is something I never want to forget.
Let me get you something. In an hour and a half, I'm gonna find a bomb at the school.
Let's go.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a bomb at Benjamin Parker High School.
What kind of bomb is it?
I don't know.
Did you place the bomb, ma'am?
Are you fucking kidding me? If I rewind too much or too often, my body just starts breaking down.
Your nose is bleeding.
Oh my god.
Did you just rewind?
I'm from 6 o'clock. I went over to Angela's house and she's dead. Am I just supposed to stand here and do nothing?
Keep following me and I'll get a restraining order.
Are you gonna keep going back over and over?
If things are supposed to be the way they are, then why do I have this ability? I can save Angela by going back.
You can't just keep saving her the rest of your life.
What am I supposed to do with it if it's not helping people?
How long have you been rewinding?
I don't know. Does it matter?
You can die! It matters.
Why are you doing this?
Maybe this is just how it's supposed to be.
No.
So there you go.
Actually, I am kind of impressed.
That's not the whole thing. There's actually a bunch of more information at the end of the trailer. But if you go to Ray William Johnson's channel, you can check out that in its entirety.
Good job.
And also they have the entire series up, episodes 1 through 5. And like I said, I was really skeptical. Anytime anything's hyped a lot, my skepticism is raised. The fact that he's never really done a project this size directing wise, and this is I'm not familiar with Anna's writing other than other online content. So like I said, I was going in very skeptical. First thing I noticed is that, or one of the first things I noticed is that there's a lot of purposeful handheld camera work in it. So it's not, you're not on a tripod, so you really get, kind of a feeling of, and I imagine this is what they were going for, is, drawing the audience in, and you're kind of giving the feeling that, like, oh, I'm just, somebody who's like kind of like, standing on the sidelines, really watching this happen.
Right.
But the thing I found most interesting about it is how it seemed to weave together so many different elements, and it's obvious, that I think Ray William Johnson has established a style for himself as a director in this. Pretty much the way you could watch like a Tim Burton film and be like, that's a Tim Burton film. I would think, based on what I've seen so far, that if you watch a Ray William Johnson production, that it's going to have a quality to it. There's nothing wrong with that or bad about it.
It's your own style.
The way that its fashion is actually quite quite good in my opinion. The central character, Riley, who's played by Anna, she I just totally lost my train of thought.
Wasn't my fault this time.
It wasn't your fault this time. I was in like, my mind just started like, we're going to shut down for a while.
That happens to me. Every story.
No. But the the central character, she's almost, she doesn't start out, but she almost becomes a kind of like a pseudo superhero type character. And a lot of the transition scenes, like you'll notice when you go to Ray William Johnson's channel or Runaway Planet's channel or Anna's channel and you see the series, you'll notice that the thumbnails for them are these kind of like animated pictures, which they kind of weave into the transitions from scene to scene, which kind of lends itself to a sort of graphic novel sort of feel to it.
Right.
Not like like 300 would have been or something like that. No, not that kind of graphic novel feel, but
hope not.
But I believe that's what he was going for. And I think it worked out extremely well.
Oh, yeah.
And I honestly found myself getting actually caught up in the story, and I'm honestly looking forward to seeing more episodes of this. I was kind of sorry that it was only 50 minutes long. I kind of wanted it to go on longer. I'm hoping that they left themselves enough ceiling to go farther with it, because it seems like when this series of 5 episodes actually ends, they've laid out clearly a different plot line, but hopefully they've left themselves enough ceiling in this story to be able to continue it for longer. But in watching it, it seems like it'd be something that would be ideally suited, and I'm not saying this to put it down in any way. I just think it has a lot more marketability than just simply being on YouTube. Like it could easily be like a Nickelodeon series that they would eat up.
Well, even just the quality of the trailer enough just kind of shows me right there.
Yeah, and that's why I had such an issue, I think, originally with the trailers, because here's all these characters that I don't know anything about, and I'm being super critical of it because it's I'm that way with anyone's first work, especially when they've been really successful in one area and then they're they're branching out and they're trying something new. And I'm not alone in this. When when DreamWorks started out, it was Geffen, Katzenberg, and Spielberg. I'm like, well, who's the other Jewish guy? But it was those, and they started, DreamWorks Pictures. Everyone was just like standing there, like leaning against the fence, like, come on, what's it gonna be?
Right.
And I think their first actual feature film was like Mouse Hunt, which wasn't like extraordinary. But
I
still,
loved it though.
It wasn't it was far from a horrible film. It was only like 3 or 4 years after that they had ended up winning the Oscar for American Beauty.
Yep.
And
So
for being a new studio on the block, winning the Academy Award for Best Picture after 4 years of being in operation, I'd say that's pretty good.
It's impressive as hell.
So we look forward to watching Mr. Johnson get his first Academy Award, or maybe Anna for writing. We don't even know. know. But I know that I'm excited to see more from this pair, and that's all I have to say about that. I'm actually surprised that I was dreading doing a report on this because I didn't want to bag on it. I'm just like, oh my god, this is going to be so terrible, and I'm not going to have anything positive to say about it. It was totally the opposite.
You did
the only
have
thing
positive
that,
things to
the
say.
only thing that really bothered me was the like I said, the freehand camera work, but it didn't necessarily bother me. I noticed it as a directorial choice, but it didn't necessarily bother me. But I was watching it on my laptop. I think if I was watching it on a much bigger screen, like if I was watching it, if it was a movie and I was watching it in a movie theater, that sort of handheld camera work might have been a little more distracting and helpful to it.
There's actually a lot of
But it's funny that I'm imagining like this thing would play in a movie theater. I'm like, yeah, totally good.
That is cool.
That could be a thing.
That is cool. I have noticed that there are a lot of movies and TV shows that are going off to that route where you don't have just a stationary camera and it's not on a nice tripod.
That was the other element that I failed to mention, is that it also has to kind of tie it into not only like graphic novels, but also its YouTube origin. It also has this kind of vlogger feel to it. Where it's
because she's actually
Anna,
sitting
she's
in front of a
she's
camera
actually
and talking,
sitting
yeah.
in her bedroom like telling the story to you. So it's almost
Right.
like kind of like a Lonely Girl 15 kind of a thing in a way. So I really like
fascinating.
that it's something new that they've created, but it also has ties to who they are and their origins, and the whole thing just works so well together.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't even think about that because you're right, because she was shown just sitting there basically talking to people. So yeah, that's cool.
So it's good stuff. If you have 10 minutes to spare for 5 days or 15 minutes to spare in one day, go check it out.
So it's 10-minute segments?
10-minute segments, roughly.
All right. Well, that's short. That's too bad.
Yeah, and like I said, once you see the end of the fifth, and don't just go skipping ahead. Some people have done that. I've noticed. Don't just go skipping ahead to episode 5. You got to watch them all.
Yeah. Or else
'Cause
you
I'm telling you,
understand what's going on.
Because 4 is really good, and 4 has the fewest views out of all 5. I'm like, what's up with that?
Boy, yo. So congratulations, and I hope it works out for you.
I really like Ray and Anna. Mostly because I think we drink the same beer too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Short straw?
Well, they like the Belgian brands.
Yeah.
She blue moons it up quite a bit. I've noticed.
Yeah, that's true. I love Blue Moon. That's good stuff. Well, good. Excellent.
All right. That's pretty much all I got.
Good stuff.
And did I mention it's episode 42?
You have several times.
This is episode 42 of 2013. So this episode is the answer to life,
The universe.
and everything. Right here in the back row. Leave it.
Yay, you didn't make it fall over.
Yet. It's going down. At some point, it falls every show. Oh my god. There's a picture on your monitor I don't want to look at anymore.
Oh, sorry about that. Here. So Firefly Online is coming to PC, Mac, iOS, and Android.
Woohoo!
Woo! Yes, there's going to be a game called Firefly, and it's coming out online.
You're
Summer
kidding me.
2014. I'm not kidding you at all.
Oh my god, I might actually have to start playing video games.
Yeah!
Again.
I'm okay with that.
Which
Wait,
is something
again?
I haven't done for like a really long time.
You used to play video games?
Well, back when I first got into like computers and stuff, like games were like the only thing you could play.
Daniela says gay.
Okay.
Danielle gay. Cool! I'm glad you find it gay. I find it very exciting too. Very happy. Yes.
I don't know, faggotry can be exciting. I guess it depends on what you're hoping to see.
Nick R says gay.
Cool.
It's a gay train. Choo 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 choo. So QMX's Andy Gore, not to be confused with the other Gore, says when you're not running jobs, you can focus on pimping your ride, getting a new ride, hiring a crew, keeping them happy, trading, crafting, collecting swag, or just flying around the multitude of terraformed worlds of the verse in the freeform flight simulator.
Woohoo.
Yeah. He also confirms that players, as captains of their own crews, would be dealing with Firefly's iconic menace, the Reavers. So they are going to be involved as well. So that's another exciting aspect.
I'm excited.
Yes. It's just going to be good. Actually, Danielle, there are people that do care. I mean, I like the Firefly series. He likes the Firefly series.
True.
There's 2 people that care, so that's 2. That's 2 out of your... No one? Wait, that didn't make any sense. Anyway. So, the Oculus Rift, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, which is the virtual reality headset that looks like, a box that's sitting on your face. They have actually raised $75 million in additional funding, which is really exciting. And so that'll actually finalize the creation of their project. So, woot woot in the boot boot. So if you're all looking at your virtual reality headsets, go buy an Oculus Rift once it decides to release it. Apparently they still have $16 million to go, but they've thankfully raised some in initial investments, and then also the Kickstarter campaign that they had, they raised $2.4 million from that. So pretty exciting. So we'll see what the world of virtual reality has in store for us for the future. Digital Storm has released the Steam Machine finally. Steam Machine, I don't know if you guys know about Steam. There's games that you download on Steam and play online on Steam together in a lovely gathering of... Hang on, let me find it for you. I'll show you what
Bye,
what it
Nick.
looks like. Bye, Nick. Wait, what?
What?
Anyway, so this photo is really hard to see. It's a little bit too dark, but
I didn't
it's
like
the only
Nick
one I
and
could
Danielle. I thought this should go away. So they did.
That's a shame. So here's, that is super
like-
dark there.
I'm doing this for 5 years. If you think for a second that I need you to watch my show, you're sadly fucking mistaken. Eat a dick.
Wow. Dang it. I like a little controversy now and again, though. Kind of fun to spar with people. Anyway, so that's Digital Storm's Steam box, and it's actually going to be retailing for $1,469. So obviously, it's not a console, but it's basically like buying a gaming PC, because that's what it does. It plays
That is
Steam
a super
games.
dark fucking picture.
I know.
Does it show up that dark in the monitor?
Yes.
Really? Wait, you're not dark. No, totally does.
Yep.
It looks ominous though.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
Like I would go like I would travel a great distance to go melt a ring at the base of it.
Okay.
That kind of ominous.
So
Seriously,
it actually
hardcore.
won't be unveiled officially until the Consumer Electronics Show in January. This is for all of the Steam machines, apparently. This thing is actually liquid cooled, which a lot of PCs are nowadays. Able to handle a 700 watt power supply, which is huge.
Jesus.
So if you're going to have a pretty massive video card in there, you're going to need that wattage.
I guess you would.
Yeah, and obviously it's going to support a wide range of configurations because it's a PC, but it's definitely not cheap. It's not a console.
Does it have a laser cannon?
It just might. It just might. But there are other ones that cost around like $500. The iBuyPower Steam machine is an example of one of them, which is obviously not going to be as powerful, but at least you don't have to spend a fortune in order to buy the machine. So also Valve is coming out with a Steam machine, which would make sense because Valve Steam shipped to and actually their Steam machine, which they are beta testing right now, has shipped out to 300 lucky beta testers. I sadly was not one of them, even though I signed up for it. They decided that I wasn't good enough. Oh well. And they had a chance to play with the new device, and no pricing has been released for that. There actually are videos that you can see on YouTube of them unboxing them, showing them starting it up, and playing some games on them as well. So look forward to that. If you want to check it out on YouTube, you can go ahead and do that. So that's pretty exciting for Steam's world. What's
Steamy.
nice about it is that it's not a console, so you can get different configurations just to play the Steam games if you want. Or you can just do it on your PC still, but those are just specialized for the Steam platform. Well, that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Xbox One apparently doesn't allow you to use the entire 500 gigabyte hard drive. I'll tell you why. It makes sense that you need like system files and stuff, you know, when you install Windows and whatnot. It takes up some hard drive space, right?
Indeed.
Indeed, it does. But we're talking about, 138 gigabytes of unavailable space out of the 500 gigabyte hard drive.
Yeesh.
Yeah. I didn't know it could be so much.
Really?
No. So that means you only get 362 gigabytes worth of games to download and all their little applications and whatnot. And actually, IGN, which is a website, they ended up testing to see how many games they could actually put on the device. And it looks like they only got 20 games and 25 of the Xbox One apps, which is every single app that Xbox One has. So.
That was just more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is. But still, I mean, you have to uninstall. Once you get to your 20 games, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I got no more space. And they actually couldn't install a 3 gigabyte Xbox download. You know, an update to the system. They couldn't download that because there wasn't enough room. So, so they weren't able to do that. But there's like
So
reasons.
plan on 19 games.
Plan on 19 games, yeah. At the most. So yeah. So luckily they are going to allow you to use external drive space in the future, but that's not for a little while yet. Well. So, I remember when I was young and playing on my dad's computer and stuff, and he had a game on there that I'm not sure if all of you know what it is. Leisure Suit Larry? You've heard of this.
I have.
It's a very interesting. It's very interesting. I know. Thanks. It's a very interesting game that has to do with like pornography and sexuality and kind of racy stuff, and it's kind of fun. And for me to be like, what was I, like 9?
Kind of fun for you heathens out there.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's a very funny game, and there's lots of innuendos and stuff in there. And I'll show you an image here. You'll see a couple of them.
See a few.
A couple of things inside the image, anyway. It's been around for a while. Anybody who knows the series probably knows what I'm talking about. In a silly twist of irony, though, the creator his name is Al Lowe. He has departed from.
Sorry.
It's okay. He has departed from Replay Games due to a scandal. The recent arrest of the Replay Games president, Paul Tro, who apparently pleaded guilty to showing an explicit video to a minor in 2012. Allo created the adventure series, worked on the game's 2013 Kickstarter-funded Reload edition, and he claimed that he didn't know the age of the young woman. Tro, actually, didn't know the age of the young woman before showing her the video. In April 2013, he got 2 years probation and required that he take a sex offender counseling class. And Replay Games luckily obtains the rights to publish more of the Leisure Suit Larry games, so they're not going away. So,
I wonder if he passed the class.
I don't know.
I mean, are there like grade levels for that? Do you have to like, it's either pass, fail, or, I mean, can you like, can you D out of it?
I don't know. Here's the image, though. So,
That's lovely.
I
especially love the. Is that a painting in the background there?
Yeah. What else? Let's see. Can we see anything else in there? All right, a cartoon girl. There you go.
That should be the In the Back Row logo.
Isn't that lovely?
This right here.
Isn't that fantastic? And Leisure Suit. Yeah, this is obviously a newer one of the games. I remember it was pretty pixelated.
Look at that.
Cartoony.
He's pouring a bottle of bacon. You guys can make.
Oh! It's either that or ketchup. It's a bottle of ketchup.
You want a medal here for his bacon recipe. And, I love the carpet too. And why is there's apparently a prickly pink cactus there, and there's some sort of hourglass.
I was thinking, the radio too looks like
looks like some sort of perverted robot.
Or something.
Yeah.
Hi, Corbin.
And of course, there's tissues here.
Yes, just in case.
You need those.
Yeah, just in case, things happen.
Things happen.
So, yeah. So, too bad for that guy, but pretty funny.
Karen's been very quiet.
Yeah, she has.
Of late.
Yeah, she has. Poor Karen. I should speak up some more.
Corbin, I'm going to warn you. Don't just randomly say gay in the chat room. It doesn't go over well for people.
I was okay with it, but... Do you remember that poor sucker that paid $750 for a picture of an Xbox One last week?
I do.
Well, apparently, he was given an Xbox One console by UK tech retailer CEX. I don't know what that stands for. And eBay has banned the seller from the service from eBay, so it looks like, you being stupid and not reading stuff right actually turns into something good. If you let everybody know how dumb you were.
Well, I should contact that company because I have got pictures of all sorts of shit that I want.
So what we should do is buy a whole bunch of crap online that has, that says picture, or this is not the actual product, or you'll be given a link, and then complain, and maybe we'll get free stuff.
We love free stuff.
Yes.
We should give our address out more often.
Yes, we should.
So we can make sure that we get actual free stuff.
Yep.
Well, I think is that the end of the news?
I got to talk about this one.
Okay.
So, a UK retailer named Zavvi, Z-A-V-V-I, reportedly threatened some customers with legal action after a warehouse mess-up saw the company accidentally send out free PlayStation Vita consoles.
Ooh.
There was people that actually ordered a game called Tearaway, and they accidentally sent out $280 Tearaway Vita bundles to customers who only pre-ordered the $32 game. So, exciting to all those people, but they went back and said, hey, you know, since this was on by accident, we need those back. Yep. Razer did that. Actually, had a warehouse mess up, or actually pricing mess up on their website, and they ended up honoring actually all of that pricing to all the people. So, so it sucks to be Zavvi when Razer is so awesome. So.
It's hard to take that big of a of a bite and you make a bad error like that. But if you want to be considered an awesome company and maintain your customers, it's really the only thing you can do. So sometimes you just have to take that hit.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Gaffer. This is Yu Ming. You've been in the back row. Watch us every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for all the gaming and entertainment news you need and some that you don't. Love you.